Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to a new bait video. Today's video is a bait video. Saturday's video is also a bait video. So today we're in America for this bait video and Saturdays will be Australia. So I'm very excited. Without further ado, let's get started. But before that, I actually filmed a video of this bait video outside, but I had come back from work and I was filming the video and my neighbor is doing home improvements to his property, and I swear, okay, I swear, he only does this for when we do it. Like a month ago we were doing some refurbs to the outside of our property and he saw it and I know he just wanted to copy, and now he's doing his. So it was so loud, but I must say I do like sitting outside and filming videos. It does feel much more refreshing for me, especially after a long day at work and stuff. So I'll be filming more videos outside. It was so loud and I'm just like, I was looking at when I say him, I mean the boundary wall between our properties. I'm just like, why are you always copying though? Why are you copying? He only does it if we do something. All right, let's get started. So this is a Kelly 28 from the US. This was scored in literally 4 months. This was a laser fast offer, honey. Let's get started. So previously to working with her essay in this competitive store in America, she actually bought a scarf and a pair of shoes with someone else. And then she started working with this current essay. She picked up a pair of denim shoes, and then she got a t-shirt dress and a skirt and also a jumper. The pret-a-porter was all purchased on one day. And then she goes, now this is in 1 month, right? Then she goes another day in that same month and she picks up lipstick, lip gloss, 2 books and a pair of shoes and a beach towel. And then she also picks up a watch. The watch is a significant portion of her loyalty for this offer. The day that she picks up the watch, she makes an inquiry about a Birkin, and then her essay accepts that inquiry and makes her wish list. And then she goes in the next month and she picks up a blanket, and she also picks up a book as well, and then another book which is different to the first book she picks up. She also gets a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and then she also buys baby blocks. Remember, we've been talking about the baby category recently and how it's a category that no one really talks about, but I want to change that because we want to talk about different categories. And then she goes in the following month, okay, and she gets 2 pillows and 3 scarves. It is in this appointment, after buying the pillows and the scarves, that she is offered a brightly colored Birkin and a brightly colored Kelly that she declines because she wanted a neutral one. And then very soon after, she is offered the bag that she wanted in the neutral that she wanted, which is a Kelly 28 in a very desirable neutral color with a very nice hardware selection as well. This was literally done in 4 months. It was literally done in 4 months. It was yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in 4 months she got her offer. The ratio was 1.3 to 1. Let's go through why this offer came quickly. It was a tough store. The offer came lightning fast. First of all, she was shopping every single month. She goes to the store every single month. And one of these months she actually goes twice, which I think is amazing. So she's going to the boutique every single month when she wants to get an offer. That's number one. Number two, she buys what I think are very critical bait pieces. So she gets a expensive watch. She also picks up a blanket. She also gets the baby blocks, and she picks up the jumper that I had mentioned before. That was also quite expensive relative to her loyalty that she showed for her offer. So I think the way she was moving, I think she was moving like a leopard, honey, in the Serengeti, and that is what we want to see with these offers, people who are moving in a very slick way. This is to me, this is a strategic way of shopping that is very organic. I've mentioned this before, in a lot of my bait videos or any videos about Big H. There's always going to be someone saying, buy what you love. It's not about, there's always going to be someone going to have a moan, and I'm sure that someone's going to watch this video and moan as well and say, oh, it doesn't matter going in every month. There are always people who come to say, you know, I walked in my knickers and I only shop once a year, and I, you know, turn up in my knickers and I get, you know, the same Kelly 28. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay? No, you don't. No, you do not. Okay, you do not get incredible offers like this Glamazon did without going to the boutique often and putting in, you know, the FaceTime. Her ratio is a very good ratio, 1.3 to 1, but I do think that the ratio is very good because of the watch that she picked up, also the blanket, the baby blocks, and also the prêt-à-porter. I think that those really counted, and which I think is really critical, she was going in every single month, and she was very clear about what she wanted. She also even declined 2 brightly colored bags. When I saw that she declined them, I was like, oh my god, I'll take this. But I totally understand. I understand why she'd be like, okay, I don't want, like, I'm not interested, you know. So I can totally understand that. Yeah, fantastic, phenomenal offer. I would love to know what you think about this. So now let's kind of debrief like her offer. So by the way, I'm going to like create this like new series called Debriefing, and it's like something I'm working on. Some of you were laughing at me when I was talking about the Tony Robbins thing in my luxury influencer like video, but one thing in like the whole motivational space, like a lot of motivational speakers talk about debriefing your wins and your losses, seeing what you did right and what you did wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. She was like, this is like the perfect way of getting like a coat bag from a boutique in America. Like everything that she did here was perfect, was pitch perfect. So there's not a lot to debrief here because she did everything perfectly. First of all, she's going in every single month. I do think that the people who go in every month to shop have a better chance of standing out at the boutique versus people who don't. Now, obviously there are some caveats, like some of you shop, you know, remotely. Maybe some of you will be shop, like particularly in America, because America is so big. You know, I was Googling this the other day. I was Googling how many states in America do not have an Hermes boutique. There are quite a few that don't have an Hermes store. I'm going to mention random states. I don't know anything about these places, so don't moan if you're from these places. It's not an attack on you because my country doesn't have one either. But Iowa, for example, doesn't have an Hermes boutique. Mississippi doesn't have an Hermes boutique. Alabama doesn't have an Hermes boutique. And this was like me researching, like, so all the people who live in these states, if they want to shop at Big H, they have to find a boutique in America where they can shop remotely or maybe go a few times a year. Obviously, if you're in a situation like that, it's a little bit different. But if there is a boutique in your state, yeah, I think going every month and showing loyalty is really key. She was going in basically every month. At this point, while she was trying to get the offer, she went in for 4 months. She got her offer in 4 months. I mean, I think that is quite phenomenal and quite brilliant. You know, I think we talked about this before in my previous video, but the power of the baby category. I think that this is like an under-discussed category. I mean, obviously, obviously it's only relevant if you're having a baby, like meaning you're pregnant, you're planning on having a baby, you know someone who's having a baby. Babies can't pay bills, boo-boo. Okay, so a baby's not walking into Big H saying, "Grab, give me that Birkin right now." They don't pay any bills, all right? So obviously it's not relevant to everyone, but I do think if you fit in one of those 3 categories I've just mentioned, I definitely think that the baby category counts. I think it's very powerful. I think a way of meeting the like loyalty is maybe buying a baby gift for a friend. I think that's a really, really nice. Maybe your friends had a baby and then gifting them like something or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I think that's like a great way of doing it. So you let me know what you think. And I think also the prêt-à-porter that she bought like 5 pieces of ready-to-wear. Ready-to-wear is very powerful. The t-shirt dress, this like the skirt, the silk jumper, a pair of shorts, and another t-shirt as well. Like she was really picking up like good pieces of prêt-à-porter. We've talked about how men's is really important, but all of these pieces were women's prêt-à-porter pieces. The women's pieces still count very well as well. And of course the timepiece and homewares. You know, I feel like also homewares is like a category that we haven't talked a lot about recently, but I feel like we need to talk about homewares more because I think homewares still really counts. So like She gets like the pillows, and then she also gets like a blanket as well. They're very pricey, their blankets and their pillows, so they definitely count as well. I'd love to know what you guys think about this Birkin Bait video, and what do you think about the Birkin Bait series? Do you like it? Is it helpful? I'd love to know if it's still helpful. Like, there are so many of them I film now. Are these videos still interesting to you and helpful? I love filming them, so for me it's like, wow, I love like seeing how people shop and what people buy. I think it's so interesting, and I love hearing about it. So I'd love to know if you guys find this interesting. So yeah, so that's the general gist of this one. I know that there are going to be some comments about the fact that her ratio isn't super high. It's not super high, but I think it's because she was very strategic. She was going in every single month to shop at the brand and showing FaceTime. We've talked about the power of FaceTime. They need to see you in there in the store. You don't need to go every single day, but I think going in every month is a great like approach, and I think you'll get a fast offer. Something which I've noticed ever since I started filming these Birkin Bait videos, particularly of the people who are based in America, in the US and Canada as well, I think this is a North American thing, is the people who go to the boutique every single month to shop or are buying something every single month seem to get faster offers. It is something that I have noticed. I'm wondering if it's because they see you in the shop, so they're like, oh, here comes Kagam, oh god, here she is again, you know, there she is, kind of thing. And I'm wondering if they think, oh, okay, this person's coming, she's going to spend a lot of money, you know, and I'm wondering whether that kind of makes you look really good, because they can see the sort of cadence of your, they can see the cadence and the flow of the items that you're buying and how you're spending money. You know, like at Louis Vuitton, like, you know, allegedly, like they can see like, you know, how much you spent, like when they look up your profile. I don't know if that's the same for Big H, but definitely at Big H, like even when I was in Paris, like when they pull up your profile, they can see like all of your purchases. So I think the fact that she was shopping every single month, I think that is like a really, really important thing. And the fact that every time she'd go shopping, she'd be buying a bunch of things, or if she's buying one thing, it was really, really, really expensive. So I think she was spending a lot of money in every appointment, and that's how the offer was able to come so quickly. Because someone might be like, oh wow, the ratio isn't that high, you know, for such a coveted offer, like a beautiful neutral Kelly 28, but she was shopping every single month and it came in 4 months. And I think it's because she was showing very good loyalty, and she made sure that she was spending like significant loyalty every time she was at the store. There's some people who would maybe, for example, maybe some people would rather spend like with a home store, would rather spend slowly. I think that's also fine, but it'll take a long time to get your offer. If maybe you're just buying like, just giving an example, maybe you go to the store and you just buy like a Click H 1 month, and then maybe the next month you buy a silk twilly or something, and then the following month you buy maybe like a shirt or something. It's going to take a long time, I think, for you to stand out at the store, whereas she was like going in every month and she was spending a good chunk of loyalty each time she was at the boutique. You know, one of the things that I want us to not do whenever we do Birkin Bait, and whenever we talk about shopping at Big H and stuff, I feel like, and this is something which I've noticed happens in social media groups and forums and message boards pertaining to this brand, everyone always wants to talk down on their loyalty. I don't know whether it's because people feel shy and weird about like their loyalty and their spending and stuff in the brand. I'm not sure, but I don't want us to do that here. So please, like, try and not be like, well, she didn't really spend that much, and you know, she got like a really faster offer. Remember, we're not comparing. If you look at her loyalty within four months, a lot of people would do 1.3 in a year, or 1.3 in 2 years. She did 1.3 in just 4 months. You know, she's a good loyal Glamazon spender, and I'm sure that her SA loves working with her because she's loyal, and also when she goes to shop at the brand, she's really shopping at the brand. It's not just like buying one small item and then not coming back for a while. She's going every single month and she's buying a bunch of things, and she's shopping from like important categories. So timepieces, pret-a-porter, the baby category as well, and homewares. Those are all very important categories. I'd love to know what you think about this one. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you love Big H, I'd love to see you in my Facebook group, or go follow me on all of my socials. I'm on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, I'm trying to resurrect my TikTok. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel like I'll just be showing like maybe more of my life or whatever here. But I would love to know what you guys think. Tell me what you think of the Birkin Bait videos. Are you loving them? Do you still like watching them? You know, my husband watches these videos, and he did say something to me once. He was like once someone gets like one Birkin or one Kelly, one Constance, like, isn't it just the same? Are we not just watching the same thing? I said no. There's so much nuance and texture and dimension to every single person's offers and every single person's like experience. The same way my Paris experiences are not the same as other people's. So for me, I still find them incredibly interesting to watch. So I'd love to know if you guys are still interested. And I want to say just a huge thank you to this Glamazon for sharing, because she wasn't shy to share like the exact price of each item. If you're going to share, I would love if you would be willing to tell me exactly what you bought and how much it cost. I would love to just know that, because it's much more helpful to me versus like, don't be afraid to tell me what the item is. Like, no one from Big H is going to know it to you, trust me. No one from Big H, even if people from Big H are watching, it's not possible. There are just too many people every day who are getting offers. It's not possible to know who you are. But if you're willing to share, I would love it if you would, for example, I'm just saying, for example, like if you get like, just speaking out loud, if you get the Collier de Chien half pavé bangle, which in Europe is 18,200, it would be great if you actually write that like CDC half pavé diamond bracelet, because at this point, because I'm always on the website looking for things I need to buy for myself. I was literally on the website today making a bait list of what I need to buy when I go to France, right? It would be helpful for me if you write out the full name. I have a good way of condensing the information so it doesn't like reveal your identity, versus you saying I bought a diamond bracelet. There are many diamond bracelets at Hermes. It would be helpful if you would tell me which one it is. No one's gonna know but me. So yeah, I would love to see you there in my Facebook group. And also go follow the email newsletter. I think I said this before, but when I succeed, it's not if, it's when at this point, because I was telling those of you who follow me on Instagram, I was telling you I'm like the bone collector. I'm going to Paris to collect bones, and those bones are called the Birkin and the Kelly and the Constance, okay? If, when, whatever, when I succeed in Paris, when I go on this trip, I will email subscribers first before everyone else, before going on Instagram, before going on Facebook. So if you want to be part of my Big H Parisian journey, go subscribe to my email newsletter. I post it twice a month, so at the end of the month, so the 30th or 31st, or sometimes the 1st of the month, whichever one where I have time. I've already sent the email out to subscribers already, and then also on the 17th. So please go subscribe to the email newsletter, because you'll hear about me scoring in Paris first. Email subscribers get that information first, and email subscribers will get the first look to the Paris luxury shopping guide, which I'm working on. So yeah, it's exciting times over here, honey. You know, we post about Big H, honey, and her wig, and we laugh at her, and it's always a great time. So I'd love to know what you think about this Birkin Bait list. Tune in for the next one, which is on Saturday, which is from Australia. It's very, very exciting as well. Thanks so much to everyone who has taken the time to share. It's not easy to share, I know, because there's so much gatekeeping, you know, around this brand, and you guys should know how I feel about the gatekeeping. I can't stand it. So I'm grateful to everyone who has shared. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday in my next video.